Search and rescue workers are barking up a different tree these days. We've seen examples of robot technology being used to enter disaster areas to search for victims. But a new device, ironically called CAT, Canine Augmentation Technology, allows dogs to be a trapped victim's best friend. Here's Natasha Stilwell.
Hey, bud. So Dare's a 5-year-old black lab. He's trained in search and rescue and cadaver.
Dare, like his handler Constable Kevin Barnum, is trained to find people in disasters like earthquakes and collapsed buildings.
This camera's looking almost straight up.
Oh, right, yes.
Today, Dare and Kevin are helping researchers find the bugs in a new search and rescue technology. It's a dog cam called CAT, Canine Augmentation Technology.
The idea is we mount cameras and other telemetry information providing sensors and transmission devices on dogs that are involved in search and rescue to help the officers find people faster.
And we will actually be able to see what Dare is looking at from his angle. Mark, go. Up. Good boy, Dare. Sit. Over. Keep going. Over. Dare, over. Come.
The team have discovered a problem with the goggle-mounted camera system. The goggles themselves affect Dare's ability to do his job.
When the goggles are on, his eyes are almost like they're closing.
Dare normally follows instructions easily.
Over. One of the things we have to go through is how the dog will adjust to wearing a foreign piece of equipment. Obviously, the directional and the way he's working is much better without the equipment than it would be with it. So with Professor Furwarn, what we've done is taken it from a harness, which didn't work at all, to a headset, modified the headset, so each step of the development process gets better and better. So that's kind of what we're working on right now.
With the lenses removed,
because the dog doesn't require the lenses, and actually it interferes with its peripheral vision.
the goggles simply keep a lot of technology on a dog's head. There's an infrared camera at the front.
Mounted on a special spring mount, because the dog goes through a lot of obstacles, and the camera easily gets knocked off. So this one's on a spring. It has a internal battery pack that's mounted on the back of the dog and doesn't interfere with its motion.
The camera can transmit video and audio wirelessly to operators via the antenna. You could mount the same system on a robot, but Professor Furwarn thinks dogs are better at searching in rubble.
A dog with agility training is able to jump up on a rubble pile and move quickly. The weak link has always been the handler, who can't follow quite as quickly. So if we can actually marry the two together using technology, then we're way ahead of something that is in embryonic stage at best.
Dare and the Provincial Emergency Response Team are about to practice these very skills. They've set up a collapsed building scenario at a rubble pile.
I understand there was a structural collapse here earlier today?
Yes, this morning at approximately 8:30.
How many people were in the building at the time of the collapse?
We think there's 6 people inside.
One of the officers is going to play the role of victim, trapped behind the rocks. Dare has to find him. First, Dare does the task without the dog cam. That was easy.
Good boy, Dare.
Good boy. Good boy, Dare.
What we'll do next is we'll actually try the new product that we're testing, the goggles, for research reasons of how the dog will conduct himself as far as agility goes on the pile. Run. Let's go, buddy.
It's not so easy with the goggles.
Where is he, Dare? Show me. Speak. Get in there. Get in there. Show me where he is. So you can see one of the things we're up against right now is finding something comfortable for the dog.
There are many things we'd like to improve on CAT. There's a whole area of dog ergonomics. The dog has to be free to move around. It can't get stuck. And if you saw a rubble piles have rebar sticking out of them. A dog can easily get stuck. So we have to have that head mount be able to break away.
But they have made some progress. This is the 10th version of their prototype. One more test for Dare and the system today. Dare has to track an officer who's hiding somewhere in this field.
You ready? Ready? Find that guy. Find him. Come on, find him. Find him. Find him. Good boy, dear. Atta boy. Successful with the glasses, I think, because the dog is so involved in what he has to do as far as the job goes that it really doesn't make a difference now that he has them on.
So we're very happy with the fact that it works at all, but in fact we're getting good results, and we're getting way better results than some people are doing with using robots.
And Constable Kevin Barnum has enough faith in the system that he wants to help the researchers develop it further.
Yes, there are training issues, and we're going to have to work our way through them, and as the project evolves, I know that we're going to have an excellent product that I'd be proud to use with my dog, and it will eventually save lives.
Good boy, dear. Attaboy. Good boy.
Attaboy. Saving lives at sea is the crowning glory for the Sea King, a helicopter that launches from and lands back down on a moving ship. It's a complicated maneuver and requires some